And we are underway in Buffalo. On the return, here's Hall. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Throws the out route, and he finds Hilton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And Carter's going to have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to the 45-yard line. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. On first down, right back to Carter. Matt Milano, an all-pro last year, in on the tackle. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Looked like he had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing is Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Off play action. Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line. Net negative there of 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Lazard will go in motion right. Now Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
Hines now on the return. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to change it up. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Allen. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bills' first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The Bills at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You talk about this Jets defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, 14 yards.
And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
They've got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain
it, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Allen going to change the look here. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He could not get rid of it in a big-time loss there on 3rd. The sack sets up 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it. But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they'll change things up. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, I think completions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this returnable for Hines. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On play action, Allen. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They run with Hines. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 53 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. They're complete to Smith-Njigba. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And again, it's Rodgers. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. At their own 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Allen going to change this at the line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, hold. Monday. Look out.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. Allen off the play fake. They will find Davis. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Half 85, half 85. What is that?
And again, it's Allen. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
What is that?
Throwing is Allen on third. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Meanwhile, Rodgers, this throw finds Smith and Jigba. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from him.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has...
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 39 yards. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Jets.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Allen going to audible to a different look. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 79 yards. And the Bills extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Dawson Knox with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. On play action, Allen gets this one to Morris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch,
This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. There he goes, left side. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Bass on for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident throw right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Rodgers, got to have this one. Eluding the pressure, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Bass is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
On the return, here's Hall. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They're on the 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise...
And my goodness, another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Now the...
We got London on the whole club.
Focus on the commas, not a